Hello. If you can hear the sound of my voice right now, that means that you have made your way over to Playgirls Podcast. I am so excited that you took the time out of your day to join me here on this podcast. And I just want to say I appreciate you for following me on this journey to success. So, without further ado, we're going to get right on into it. As you can see, the title of this podcast is Growing Pains. Today, we're going to be talking about grieving, the expectations of adulthood and adult life. I've just seen so many people in a depressed state, in a state of anxiety, and in a state of disappointment simply because they haven't reached their goals. And life is to be lived. Life is truly to be lived. People are already getting upset for not reaching their goals and not being rich and famous at 19, 18, 20 years old when the way that life was created was never for us to even get to that point at that age. But I just really want to talk about how nobody teaches you how to navigate through adulthood. It's kind of like being thrown in the ocean and not even knowing how to swim. Like they tell you so much about waiting to grow up and not growing up too fast, but they don't tell you exactly what it is that's the painful part. They don't tell you about the emotional pain. They don't tell you about the physical gain. They don't tell you anything about that. They just give you a warning because life does have a way of handling people. And it certainly has a way of handling people that aren't prepared. So, as your friend, as your motivational speaker, whoever you look at me as your mentor, listen to me when I say to take life slow. Take time to enjoy the roses and appreciate where you are. Learn to appreciate where you are because you'll never ever get this time and this moment back again. Me personally, I had so much trouble with that, just having such high expectations and high standards for yourself. That can really put you down when you have such high standards for yourself because you always feel like you're not doing enough. But now that I have grown a little bit older and a little bit wiser, I understand that it's really not about the destination. It's all about the process. And you have to learn how to fall in love with the process. Lately, I've been learning how to get rid of anxiety because anxiety is real. I am a church going woman. I am a woman who believes in Jesus Christ, but I'm also in the mental health field, and I believe that you can talk to God about it and talk to a therapist too. So anxiety is real, and I had anxiety around the fact of just moving too fast, like I was telling you about earlier, just doing stuff for the plot. Like, do I have any people out there that just do it for the plot? Just to say you did it? Because we can't live through our friends for everything. Sometimes you just got to do some stuff yourself. But I learned to fall in love with the process of things. Even when I don't get things right, even when I fail, I learn how to take a lesson in every L. Like that L that people tell you take when you fail, baby, that's for lesson. It's for lesson because now when you do that thing again, you're doing it with experience. You're doing it with background information. You're doing it with knowledge. You're not going into it blindsided this time. So be gentle to yourself. Be kind. Always be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself the way that you be kind to others. Give grace to yourself the way you give grace to others. If you can give that man 350 chances, then you can give yourself 350,000 chances. Wake up every day and know that if you're opening your eyes, if you're breathing, if you're still living, that there is purpose in you. There's still work that has to be done. God still wants to use you for his glory. So understand that even when you're not impressed with what you have going on, there's a reason for every season. This is my very first episode. I don't want to get too deep, but I just want you guys to reflect on what we've already covered and just take the time to really get to know yourself. When you're growing up, you go through so many phases and stages of who you think you are that you don't know who you're becoming. So take the time to listen to these words, reflect on your personal life, and get to know you and build that man and build that woman that you want to become. Live every day like you're already them. And before you know it, those growing pains won't feel so bad anymore. I'll see you next time on Playgirl Podcast. I hope you enjoyed this.